Sometimes in life, you got to make hard cuts. They suck. It hurts. You're worried if you're making the right decision. But the goal with this video is you can walk away having some discernment on if and when it's time to cut somebody out of your life, how to do it without burning a bridge, ideally, unless it's really required. But as a fitness brand owner, I used to have two co-founders who are awesome. Tolson and Tristan, great guys. Tristan I met in college, partying, having a good time in our chaos phase. And Tolson I grew up with. I've known since I was 10 days old. He's my cousin. Since I came out of the womb, he's been my best friend. And I started a business with family and a really good friend in college. And I had to cut both of them out of the company, which I talk about in my book, Scars to Strength, 22 Laws of Self-Mastery. In law number 9, it's stand without shadows. So my goal with this video, like I said, it's to help somebody watching that you're scared to make a leap of faith into a jump that you know is required. You have to cut ties, you have to sacrifice something. And if it's not someone you're actually sacrificing, you're sacrificing your old self. So that can still benefit you. This video does not need to be about cutting out other people. This could be about letting go of the old version of you as well. So the principle of this law, stand without shadows, right? Law number 9, it says, leadership demands solitude. The fear of losing people you love is real, but avoiding conflict only chains you to shadows. Standing without shadows means choosing clarity over comfort, even when it hurts. True strength is born in the silence after the break. And the mantra says, stand alone to stand tall. Shadows comfort, but only light reveals your strength. Love those guys, Tolson and Tristan, great guys. It just came down to alignment, and Streignth was my brand from the beginning. It was my idea. They gave me the courage to launch it and helped a lot with just getting the name out there, especially at the beginning. But I've been solo dolo since 2020, June 2020. And I started this when I was 18. It's been 7 or 8 years. I learned a lot over the last couple bit. But for Tolson, for example, it was about, he didn't support the content I was trying to make. I was willing to torch my reputation and throw as many darts in the wall as possible in order to see what stuck and what worked. And yeah, some of my content was cringe, and he didn't support me the same way I wanted to. So I had to let him go. And that is sometimes part of the challenge. Is we want to start making content, or we want to do things that go against the grain and what the old friends we had weren't used to, and it forces some resentment, forces some judgment. And it really hurt my ego. I said, bro, you got to support me. You got to support where I'm at. If you don't support me, you shouldn't be a part of it. So I had to let him go. But this goes beyond business partners. You might be having a goal of making content in your life, or you might be starting a fitness transformation. And maybe your spouse or a friend is saying, yo, let's go out and eat. Let's go out and have a good time. Let's go out and drink. Let's go party. But you said, hey, I'm on a fitness journey right now. I got to go to the gym, or I'm going to stay in tonight. I'm going to read. I'm going to stay at home. It's so easy, especially when you were in college, to have FOMO. And I talked about it in my last video. You should definitely check out about alchemizing dark fuel. But I had such FOMO in college, man. And you have to turn it into fons. The fear of not succeeding is greater than the fear of missing out. So the fear of not succeeding is a much greater fear that you should have. And that can prevent some hard decision making. Of, yo, am I missing out? You only live once. I'm young. I got to make sure I'm going out every weekend. What are your goals? It comes down to what your goals are. If you got goals of doing big things, starting a business, and or optimizing your health in the best way. And I'm not the guy that's going to tell you never drink, never have a good time. A couple weeks ago, I went on a crazy bender in up north with family because it made sense. I drink every day, but that was pretty much the only time this whole year I've done that, right? You got to enjoy the fruits of your labor, but you also have to know when you got to go through the sacrificial moments and how to have the discernment of being afraid to stand alone, right? A lot of people come into my fitness brand Streignth and they're going through a season of becoming, right? That's what we're always doing. We're not staying stagnant. You're either getting better or worse. But many people come in and they're through a season of life where they just feel a call to be more. They might not be in the group of friends that they want to be in yet, and they might be letting go of some old, not so healthy ones, and they're trying to find their place, right? They want to be around people that are striving to get better. Maybe they just haven't found them yet, and they're lonely. They're afraid to make the hard cuts. But through that solitude, God will create you into the man or woman that you must be to step into your greater calling. That is your personal journey that you must be willing to go on. And I think a lot of people settle good when they could have great. They're happy at the 7 or 8 out of 10 when they know that 10 out of 10 they could achieve if they were willing to put in the work and actually make the cut. You have to make the hard cuts in life. Relationship, maybe you feel like you're settling, you've never been happy. You have to make the hard cut. You have to just trust there's better out there. Or maybe you're just, in that same regard, you're just not getting treated the way you want. You have to have the hard conversations and let them know. But ideally, you don't have to burn the bridge. I'm still good friends with both my co-founders. I just saw my co-founder, Tolson, a couple weeks ago in Hayward. He just proposed. So let's go. He's engaged now. So that motivates the heck out of me, right? Ideally, you don't have to make super hard cuts and burn bridges, but sometimes the bridge is already on fire and you just got to hop off. So my goal with this video, like I said, was I want to give you some courage if you feel like there's certain people that you can't live without. Oh, they might be bad for me, but then I'll be alone. What happens? When I had to let go of my co-founders, dude, it was a feeling of freedom. Yeah, it was a feeling of like, oh gosh, it's all on me now. Back's against the wall. Am I gonna show up? I gotta put in the work. I gotta make sure that it's all on me now, right? That ownership, taking control, reigning from within and understanding, dude, I'm in the driver's seat of my own life. Whatever happens, it's on me. And that's it can be a little bit of nerve, but it's a lot of confidence that you can build. It's exciting, dude. It's exciting to take a leap of faith. I had chest surgery. I didn't know if it was going to work or not. It worked perfect. I was super insecure before. The greatest risks you take, the greatest potential rewards. You have to be willing to invest in yourself, to go against the grain. Surround yourself with people who are all about that. So if you want to do that, you can join Streignth and get a copy of my book at streignth.com/athlete. Join our community, come to team meetings, get plugged into a community that's all about self-growth. A lot of Streignth athletes watch my videos. Much love to you guys. I'm just so proud of what we're building, man, because none of this would have been possible if I wasn't willing to take the risks. So I challenge you to do a quick audit of your circle. Who is bringing me up and who's bringing me down? Do I need to stand without shadows anywhere in my life, right? Like the video, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, peace.